Have you ever wondered why an older woman can walk into a room and suddenly the entire atmosphere shifts? Why she doesn't even need to try. She doesn't perform. She doesn't chase attention. She doesn't pretend. And yet, there is something about her presence that feels magnetic, dangerous, alluring, unpredictable. Most men think attraction is just about youth, beauty, physical appearance, but that's because most men have only experienced the immature phase of feminine energy. A younger woman might crave attention, but an older woman, she demands respect, and she gets it without speaking a word. Today, I'm going to reveal the 10 psychological secrets about older women that most men never learn, but the men who do never see women the same way again. Let's begin. 1. She has already seen every type of man. Most men don't understand this. When you're dealing with a younger woman, you can impress her with flash, status, looks, money, charm. But an older woman has seen those men. She's lived through the lies, the promises, the games, the emotional roller coasters. She can see the truth behind a man almost instantly. She reads body language, tone, intent, silence. She has lived enough life to see past the mask. This is why you cannot fake confidence with her. You cannot pretend to be grounded. You cannot pretend to be a leader. You either are or you are not. Men fear this because it exposes them. It challenges them. It forces them to confront who they truly are. But the man who is calm, centered, deeply rooted in himself, she notices him immediately, not because he is trying, but because he isn't. The older woman is drawn to the man who needs nothing, not her approval, not validation, not attention. She is drawn to the man who is whole because she has learned the hard way that anything incomplete becomes her burden. 2. Her attraction is based on emotional presence, not physical appearance. Older women are not impressed by muscles, brand names, jawlines, or cars. They've seen that. They've dated that. They've watched that collapse under pressure. What she desires is something more valuable, more rare, more masculine. Emotional composure, not reacting when tested, not folding under stress, not explaining yourself just to be understood, not chasing reassurance. She looks for the man who can hold his own internal world, the man who can sit in silence without fear. Because younger men chase pleasure, older men chase peace, and she wants peace. There is a difference between a boy who wants attention and a man who has direction. She doesn't want the man who wants to be seen. She wants the man who sees himself. 3. She values energy over words. You can't sweet-talk an older woman. You can't manipulate her with scripted compliments or game. She listens to your energy, your tone, your breathing, your pacing, your attention. If your presence is shaky, uncertain, or needy, she feels it. Older women are extremely intuitive. They don't guess, they know. It's not magical. It's experience. She has lived enough life to learn one core truth. A man's energy reveals him. If your energy is grounded, she relaxes. If your energy is chaotic, she withdraws. This is why stillness becomes power, not loudness. A man who is emotionally quiet is not boring. He is dangerous. She can feel that. Her love is selective, and that makes it more intense. Younger women may love easily,
Quickly.
impulsively, emotionally, but an older woman loves intentionally. She chooses carefully, thoughtfully, slowly. She is not searching for someone to complete her. She is searching for someone who matches her. When an older woman chooses you, she doesn't give you casual affection. She gives intensity, depth, devotion, understanding, attention most men have never experienced. And that is precisely why most men fear her, because she requires depth in return. You cannot be shallow with her. She will feel the emptiness instantly. If you are not ready to feel seen, do not step into her space. 5. She tests you without saying a word, not to manipulate, not to play games, but to see if your composure is real. She watches how you react when something goes wrong, whether you talk badly about your past relationships, whether you seek validation from others, whether you can stay calm when triggered. Her test is silent, but it is absolute. She is not interested in a man who collapses when life becomes difficult, because she knows love is not fantasy. It is responsibility, presence, emotional maturity. If you break easily, she walks away quietly, without explanation. Because she's learned that men reveal themselves over time, and she does not beg for clarity. She observes. 6. She isn't impressed by possession, only by purpose. Show her your car, your house, your followers, your watch. She will politely nod and feel nothing. But speak to her about your discipline, your vision, your inner battles, your ability to build and rebuild yourself. She will feel something she hasn't felt in years. Respect. Purpose is masculine. Possession is temporary. A man with purpose is building himself. A man with possessions is protecting what he fears losing. She is attracted to the man who is still becoming, not the man desperately trying to look like he has already arrived. 7. She doesn't fear losing you. She fears losing herself. Younger women fear abandonment. Older women fear self-betrayal. This means she will not stay where she is disrespected. She will not tolerate emotional immaturity. She will not remain in chaos. She protects her dignity with a fierceness most men are not prepared for. Men often mistake this for coldness, but it is discipline, self-respect, survival. To be with an older woman, a man must have boundaries, self-value, direction, not to control her, but to match her. 8. She is attracted to mystery, not availability. The more available you are, the less she feels, not because she wants games, but because she wants polarity. A man who is fully available has no mission, no pull, no edge. But a man who is focused on his path, his work, his inner evolution, he does not orbit her. She orbits him, not because he demands it, but because it is natural. Masculine presence pulls, feminine energy flows. This is why your silence is more powerful than your words. Your absence is more influential than your constant presence. The man who does not chase creates desire. The man who pursues himself becomes irresistible. 9. She doesn't want to lead. She wants to trust. An older woman is strong, capable, independent, but tired. Tired of leading, tired of carrying, tired of being the emotional anchor. She doesn't want a man she has to manage. She wants a man she can trust. Trust is the greatest aphrodisiac for a mature woman. Not trust in your loyalty, trust in your stability, trust in your direction, trust in your character. If she can lean into you without falling, she will give you the softest, deepest version of herself. The version most men never get to see. 10. She knows that real intimacy begins in the mind. You cannot touch her body without touching her mind. You cannot touch her mind without touching her soul. She wants conversation that makes her think, silence that feels safe, connection that feels spiritual. She wants to share memories, dreams, pain, growth. A younger woman wants excitement. An older woman wants meaning. And when she bonds with you in the mind, she bonds with you for real. Final truth. An older woman is not intimidating. She is simply awake. And the man who is afraid of her is the man who has not yet awakened himself. But the man who meets her with stillness, depth, purpose, awareness, will experience a level of feminine connection that changes him forever. Because she is not just a woman, she is a mirror. She reveals whether you are truly a man. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.